Have you ever felt that day by day your life is getting more and more complicated? Have you asked yourself why it is so? And is there any such way by following which you can simplify it? Today I am going to share with you a story of a farmer from northeast Thailand named John Jandai, who now always say one thing to everybody he meets, that is, life is easy. But a few years back when he was in Bangkok, he never felt like that. When he was in Bangkok, he felt like life is very hard, very complicated. John Jandai was born in a poor village on the northeastern of Thailand, and when he was a kid, everything was fun and easy to him. But when the TV came into their village, by watching TV and listening to other people's opinion, he realized that he was poor and he needed to follow success for his life. So he decided to go to Bangkok to pursue success in his life. But when he went to Bangkok, it was not very fun. He realized that in Bangkok, he needed to learn, study a lot, and then only he would get success. So he worked very hard, 8 hours per day at least. But what he could afford to eat was just a bowl of noodles per meal. And where he had to stay was also very bad and unhygienic. A small room with a lot of people sleeping together, and also the room used to be very hot. So instead of working so hard 8 hours per day, he wasn't able to manage neither good food nor even a good place to sleep. He felt like a robot. He had to work all the time and had no time to enjoy beauty of life. So he started to question a lot. When he works so hard, why is his life so hard? It must be something fundamentally wrong. And so he tried to learn. He tried to study. So he enrolled himself to study in a university. But in university also, he found it's very hard to learn because it's very boring. And when he looked at the subjects in the university, he found no productive knowledge in university for him. He found that in university, every student was taught how to destroy. Like in architect, students were being taught how to destroy trees, lands, mountains to build a concrete, unnatural world to live. In agriculture, students were being taught how to poison, to toxicate the land, the water, and were learning how to destroy everything. He felt like everything we do is so complicated, so hard. Life is so hard, and he felt disappointed. Then he started to think about why he had to be there in Bangkok. He thought about when he was a kid. Nobody worked 8 hours per day. Everybody worked 2 hours, 2 months a year. Planting rice 1 month and harvesting the rice another month. The rest was free time. 10 months of free time. And then in the daytime, everybody even used to take a nap. And after they woke up, they just used to gossip around with each other. In his childhood, he saw people to have a lot of free time. But because they had a lot of time, they had time to be with themselves. And when we have time to be with ourselves, we have time to understand ourselves. And when we understand ourselves, we can see what we want in our life. So then people had that time to realize that they don't just want money, but they also want happiness. They want love. They want to enjoy their life. And when people see a lot of beauty in their life, then they express that beauty in many ways. So he felt like it was something wrong in there in Bangkok. He couldn't live in that way anymore. So he decided to quit university and went back home. But his decision wasn't easy. A lot of people teased him and looked down on him because he had spent a long time in Bangkok and didn't have a good job. On top of that, he was deciding to give up on even trying to attain a high-paying job. He chose to come back and not to have an income for himself. When he went back home, he started to live like when he was a kid. He started to work 2 months a year. He got 4 tons of rice. And his whole family, 6 people, ate less than half a ton per year. So he was able to sell some rice. And then he dug 2 ponds, 2 fish ponds, which continued to serve him and his family fish to eat all year round. Then he started a small garden, less than half an acre. And he started to spend 15 minutes per day to take care of the garden. And from that garden, he used to have more than 30 varieties of vegetables. So 6 people couldn't eat all of it. So he had a surplus to sell in the market. So he made some income in there too. So he felt like it was easy. Why he had to be in Bangkok for 7 years working hard and then not to had enough to eat. But here, only 2 months a year and 15 minutes per day, he could feed 6 people. That's really easy. So in this way, he solved the problem of food. Next was shelter. He used to think that stupid people like him who had never get a good grade in the school cannot had a house. Because people who were clever than him, who got first rank in the class every year, they got a good job. But they need to work more than 30 years to have a house. So for a person like him who couldn't even finish the university, how can he have a house? It seemed to be hopeless to him. But then he started to do earthly willing. He spent 2 hours per day from 5 o'clock to 7 o'clock in the morning, and in 3 months he got a house. And his friend, who was the cleverest boy in the class, he also spent 3 months to build his house too, but he had to be in debt. He had to pay for his debt for 30 years. So compared to him, he had 29 years and 10 months of free time. So he felt that life is so easy. We make it complicated. Before, he never thought he could build a house easy like that. And after that, he kept building a house every year, at least one house a year. Now he had no money, but he had many houses. His current problem is which house he will go to sleep tonight. So this way, he solved the problem of shelter. And then the next thing was clothing. He felt like poor. He was not handsome. So he tried to dress like somebody else, like a movie star, to make him look good, look better. So he spent 1 month to save money to buy a pair of jeans. When he wore it, he looked at the mirror. Every time he looked, he was the same person. The most expensive pant couldn't change his life. He felt like this was so crazy. Why he had to buy it? It didn't change his life by any means. So he started to think more about that. He asked why we need to follow fashion. Because when we follow fashion, we never catch up with it. Because we follow it. So he decided don't follow it. Just stay here. Use what you have. So after that, until now, 20 years, he never bought any clothes. All the clothes he has is leftovers from people. When people come to visit him and when they see him to wear very old clothes, they give him more clothes. So he has tons of clothes now. So now his problem is he need to give clothes to people very often now. So it seemed to him so easy. And when he stopped buying clothes, what he learned was that when we buy something, we buy it because we like it or we buy it because we need it. So if we buy something just because we like it, that means something is wrong. We have been conditioned in a wrong way. Because we don't need that thing, but still we are spending so much money on it just because we like that thing. This is not correct. This makes our life complicated. So in this way, he solved the problem of clothing. And the last thing was medicine. He was really worried in the beginning because when you will have no money, how will he buy medicines? But he started to think more about it. And what he found was that normally sickness is a normal thing. It's not a bad thing. Sickness is something to remind us that we did something wrong in our life. That's why we get sick. So when we get sick, it's time to stop and come back to ourselves and to think about it, what we did wrong. So he learned how to use water to heal himself, how to use earth to heal himself. He learned how to use basic techniques of natural healing. And in this way, he solved the problem of medicine. So now that he relies on himself in these 4 things, food, shelter, clothes and medicine, he says he feels like life is very easy. He feels something like true freedom. He feels like he don't have anything to worry about much. He have less fear. So he started to do whatever he wanted to do in his life. And in 2003, he started the Panpan Center as a center for sustainable living and seed production, aiming to bring indigenous and rare seeds back into use. He regularly hosts training on simple techniques to live more sustainably. Outside of Panpan, John is a leader in bringing the natural building movement to Thailand, appearing as a spokesperson on dozens of publications and TV programs for the past 10 years. He continually strives to find easier ways for people to fulfill their basic needs. So he always advised to remember, life is easy. It's we who make it unnecessarily complicated. Thanks for watching. More wisdom, more solution, better life.